you know that there is so many Kevin Hart movies playing in theaters. If you come out of one room and see that the next door is playing another Kevin Hart film. The Secret Life of Pets is the newest film in Illumination films that has become famous now with Despicable Me and the Minion films, and this comes out of that department. It's what you have your Pixar's, your DreamWorks, and then now Universal has this lineup with these animations, and we get a story of how and it's great marketing. Seriously, how what goes on behind the life of pets when their owners are gone, and what's going to be the outcome of it, what's the story, and what do they do, and us as the viewer go in to see what the life is about of these pets. And it's a very interesting concept. It's really good. But then when I saw the trailers, I was like, is this going to be like a rip-off to Toy Story? I wasn't so sure. I actually thought there were elements in here I thought was Toy Story, and now that I've seen the movie, it kind of copied Toy Story. I don't want to, I want to address the elephant in the room. It copied it, just like this story of how you have this dog and this owner loves him so much. Then she brings a new dog into his life. He doesn't like that, and then they go, and then things happen that they end up getting lost in the city, and they have to find their way back to their owners. Then you have their friends who want to go help find them and bring them back also, and those are elements of Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2. But then you got this underground organization that's run by Kevin Hart, and I thought that was a little bit of sprinkle of Toy Story 3. How that teddy bear had his group, and that felt a little bit like that. So even though it had all these bits of the Toy Story trilogy, I still enjoyed the film. I had a good time. The voice animation's good. The artwork, it's not the best, but it's still just drawn out well. I had fun just how the characters were, and they had some good voice casting. Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart, but the bunny for Kevin Hart, it worked. It looked like it all made sense. He was this crazy, wasn't right in the head bunny, and he was funny, and but he was insane. Louis C.K. did well as the dog. If you know the actor, the dog suit him well for it. All these other voice castings, they were good too. It really added, service to the puppies and the dogs and the birds and the pigs. And I cared for them. There are times, we get a little bit of, backstory with some dogs, and, you feel bad for them. And, being a pet owner, you're going to sympathize with these dogs because you have your own dogs. You can see what they go through, and, you don't want to see other dogs go through other things that even your dog is blessed to have. And you get your ups and downs in this film, and I could totally relate as a pet owner on how these dogs are. And they do some stuff that you see your own dog do, and that's just a little good side joke, and it's just funny to know that you're not the only person. Other people go through these things when it comes to feeding your dog, taking care of your dog, and just seeing how your dog acts. And it's great getting little jokes also of how they all interact. And, there's scenes how, they sniff each other's butts, and then how one wants to go to the other one, but the owners don't let him. It's just stuff like that. It's good, and they pay attention to it in this film. This film is not something to be taken too seriously. It's a kid's film still, but it's not a dumbed down kid's film. You can still get some things out of there for kids to learn. The adults, this is not a Finding Dory or a Zootopia, but for the adults, you'll still get a good kick out of it, and you won't hate yourself for it. It's still a sensible film, and you'll still have a good time with this film. I'm gonna have to give The Secret Life of Pets a B-. It's still an enjoyable film. It's not the perfect. It might have some some pacing issues. I wanted to see more jokes, I wanted to see bigger jokes landed. But, it's not a terrible film, It's something, kids could go see, parents will like, this is a film that a lot of people wanted to see, and it had great marketing, and just you know you'll have a good time seeing this film. Those are my thoughts of The Secret Life of Pets, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it, if you hated it, and as always, Roland Empire, laugh, smile, repeat.